Hi, what's up? Hello, peace be. Hope y'all having a wonderful morning. I had a terrific morning. I got up early. I was up by 7 in the morning. I had to go and meet the principal, to go meet the Swedish teachers at the school here. Yeah, really fun. I got over there. We talked about the ideas. She introduced me to the teachers and whatnot. Told them about my ideas for the poetry reading thing, and they were like, "Oh, that's a great idea," and they liked it. And I saw how one of the teachers was like, "Oh, nice." But you know how it is, red tape everywhere. It's always so hard to get through and actually do something out here. I tried, I'll keep trying. I'll figure out a way to do it. I'm not quitting, but I kind of knew in a way that it was going to be like this. I knew there was going to be some trials, some tribulations, some red tape in the way of doing stuff. I don't understand why it's got to be so hard to do things out here. I feel like it should be much easier. I feel like they should want to do these things with me. Coming out with new ideas, good ideas to get the kids engaged and stuff, and they're like, yeah, well, it's gonna be hard to get the kids to do it and whatnot. Maybe you should go for the kids that are already interested in those things. We have this new branch of culture, yada yada. That so I get to go talk to two other people instead, really nice people. And we talk about it. They're a little more into the theater ideas and stuff like that. But then I get to know how many kids they were working with, and they got the one woman is working with 8 kids, and the guy has three kids, and they're all 4th grade and lower. So it's not even the right age group for me. And it's if you're sending me over to get the kids that actually want to do it, and then there's no kids that are there, then that I'm gonna go there and just pretty much talk about nothing, So yeah, I just thought it was kind of silly. At least I got to have a good time, and I got some new ideas and stuff like that, how to make it actually happen, But it seems like I'm gonna be doing this solo. I'll probably get some collaborators along the way, but I'm definitely gonna have to be breaking down doors myself. I ain't afraid to do that. I'm not afraid to go talk about the things I want to do and present my ideas. I guess I'll just have to do it over and over again and find a way to make it work, So yeah, I'm gonna go after these kids. I'm gonna get them on board with these ideas. I think they're gonna buy it. I think if I go out there and I show them how charismatic doing this type of stuff gets you, I think they'll be like, you know what? Maybe it's not that maybe it is cool to write poetry and do theater and sing songs and write songs and whatnot. Yeah, but it was a little frustrating, not gonna lie. When I walked away from the from the school, I was groaning out loud, all disappointed that they didn't wanna just at least try, that's all I wanted. I just wanted them to at least show some engagement and want to try. But yeah, it didn't surprise me that they didn't. It is what it is. We'll make it work. After that, I had to go shovel some snow for my grandpa. That was so fun. I got so sweaty I had to take my jacket off, so I did it like this, looking like this, and it was nice. Some old woman saw me and she was like, "Oh, isn't that a little? You look like you got too little clothes on there, boy." I was like, you know what? It's so sweaty out here. As long as you're in motion, it's all good. So yeah, I shoveled all that snow. It had to be done, Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, even though you don't really want to do it. Yesterday I walked by, I was like, miss me with that. I ran home, so I didn't have to do it yesterday. Lo and behold, I had to do it today anyway, so that's just life, Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and do it anyway. Yeah, I played a little piano afterwards. I found a little nice tune. It was a nice little, yeah, can't redo it, but it was great. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Yeah. What's going to happen? What's going to be? I got I'm gonna have to go out here and yeah, really work things out. It feels like it's gonna be a lot of interesting interesting happenings and things that are gonna come up because I'm doing the things I want to do. But now I feel like I have the confidence to do it. And I was looking for that word earlier. I couldn't find it for some reason. I was still confident in what I was saying, so it worked out anyway. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I think we could think about some other polarities. I liked that yesterday doing the polarities. I thought that was like an interesting way to talk about things. So what kind of polarity could we talk about today? Let's do a similar train, good and bad. Um, you know, a lot of things feel good, um, but in the moment, But then later on, you realize, oof, that was not so good for me. Like take drinking alcohol for example. That can feel great in the moment. It can taste pretty foul sometimes, but it usually makes you feel pretty great in the moment. And then later on, either that night or the day after, you gonna feel sorry for yourself that you consumed all of that. So that's when the good turns to bad. The apple rots on the inside. Um, and then we got like bad. There's some things that like the food I'm eating right now. Some of my milkshakes, they don't taste bad, but they don't taste especially good. Let's just put it that way. Um, but the the like effects of it are so good. So sometimes you gotta sacrifice the moment for the future. You take the bad in the moment to get the good later, and that way also you're looking out for your future self. I used to think that like that's future Lucas's problem. I just do what I wanted to do at the time, knowing that it would have consequences for me later. Um, yeah, in the grand scope of things, I mean, it had to happen the way it happened, but I think it's definitely better to plan for yourself to have a better future. Like give yourself things, do things that might not be the best in the moment, but then in the future you're gonna be like, oh, I'm so glad I did that earlier. Like now I can enjoy the I can reap the rewards now. The bounty. I get the bounty pro bono. Pro bono is always a nice way to get your stuff. Um, yeah. Uh, Other things like good things that are just good, pure goodness. Some. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking about food right now. I think it's because I'm hungry. I've been doing things. It's like 11 o'clock, just past 11, and I still haven't eaten. I've done a bunch of stuff all morning, and I haven't eaten yet. I made my food, but I haven't eaten it yet. I'm looking forward to it. So I think that's maybe why I'm mixing it in. But like eating good food, like there's a lot of different diets out there, a lot of ways to eat your food that people say, oh, this is the best diet, this is the way to go. You gotta eat your salad, your greens, you gotta eat meat, fish, you gotta eat it all, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to eat all that and cook and clean and prepare and go to the store and figure it out. Like all of that takes so much time, and I've tried it. So I worked out while I was in the U.S. and I focused all my money. I wasn't paying rent at the time. Thank you, Steven. But I worked out I spent all my money on food. I just focused pretty much all my money on giving myself the best nutrients, getting all the best food, not caring about the cost, and yeah, it cost me like all my I had $300 left in my paycheck after a month, so I spent like all my money on food, and yeah, it worked for sure. I gained some weight. It was a good way to do it. I was working out like 3 hours a day, so it was definitely a very like just focusing on that. It was a nice time, but it was a lot of work. It was a lot of I felt good, but it was a lot of work. And then now I've changed my diet. So now I'm doing like a more milk-based diet. I thought about it. I was like, what do babies eat, you know? And then I like honed in this like milk-based diet. So I'm drinking lactose-free milk. I'm making shakes. I'm making ice cream. But that's pretty much all I eat, with nuts and stuff like that. And a couple weeks ago, I checked it out. I went and saw like, okay, so how I weighed myself. Last time I checked, I weighed 61 kilos with clothes on. So I weighed like 60 kilos on the dot, which is like lower than I usually ever weigh. So I was kind of disappointed, but I understand why it was like that. There's reasons. I'm not going into that. But yeah, then now after doing my milk-based diet, I've been drinking so much milk. Like, I'll buy like 9 liters of milk at a time and just, yeah. So, check my weight today after I had done my shoveling and everything. And boom, 71 kilos. I'm getting 10 kilos in like weeks. In weeks. Like, I cut out meat, fish. I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat none of that. I eat some fruit also. Fruit. I have one fruit day also where I just eat fruit, drink water, things like that. 1 day a week. And yeah, I mean, pleased to see. You know, I feel better. I feel more full after I eat. I feel more energetic when I'm doing my things. I've noticed that my body's been growing, which is like, come on now. If you can notice it, if you can see and feel the difference, and I'm not working out, I'm not doing anything special. Like, I move around a little bit, I do a little things, but I'm not working out, I'm not doing any of my yoga, none of that. So if I'm just gaining weight because of this new diet, then there's got to be something to it. Yeah, I'll share like the recipes and whatnot later. We'll see about that, but yeah, that's it. You know, good and bad. I got sacrificing my taste buds for my body, and it's worth it. You know, sometimes you got to do that. Yeah. Well, I hope y'all enjoy your Wednesday. I hope it's a great day. I hope you do all the things you got to do on time, and you feel like at the end of the day, that was a great day. I had a great day yesterday too. You know, I got this lovely comment from an old neighbor, and that really hit my heart. It made me so warm. I was living off of that. So yeah, enjoy your day. Sleep well. Take care. See you around.